Hey there, welcome everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and I am just going to make a quick announcement about the payoff pitch drawing. I'm collecting the names right now. I'm going to my email, combatpainter@yahoo.com, and I'm collecting all the names. I'm writing them out, and then I'm going to basically film the names and cutting them up and so forth and so on, and then putting them in a little baggie, and then I'm going to do a drawing. All right, that sort of thing. That's kind of how I do it. I just wanted to give this final weekend for everybody to perhaps get in there. I made a couple of announcements on Delphi forums, the Satellite and Strategy forum. I also went to Facebook page as well, tabletop sports page, something like that, and giving people just a weekend to maybe watch the videos, answer the questions, and still have their name counted in the drawing. So I was looking at the names today, and it looks like I have about 20 names, and I have to go over it slowly, make sure I don't miss anybody. That's why I'm going to actually do it, show all the names, and if I'm missing somebody, then you're going to let me know, and I'll go back and I'll verify, obviously, where I made the mistake, and then I will proceed with the drawing. So it won't be all in one stream. It'll be actually in two different streams that I'm going to be doing for you to see that. Okay? So it'll be one to kind of get the names and make sure everybody gives me a thumbs up that everybody's in there. And then the next one will be like, okay, now let's put them in a baggie. Let's shake it up. Let's pull out a name, see who wins 1973 payoff pitch baseball season. All right, right now, what are we doing? We're playing the last three innings of Game 1 of the 1969 World Series. As you know, this weekend was 1969 weekend in New York at Shea Stadium. And they're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Miracle Mets and their World Series victory in 69. This game was played in 1969, October 11th. It's Game 1 of the World Series. The Mets are in Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. And the Mets in 69 were 162, not too shabby, while the Orioles were 109 and 53. Now, how did I do the mood? Well, the Mets were flying high just because of the fact that they're in the World Series. So I gave them semi-harmonious. And then the Orioles, I mean, they were confident, 109 and 53. They became semi-harmonious as well. So that's what I did with that. And quickly, we're going to start at the top of the seventh inning. Right now, it's 0-0 is the score. We're going to have leading off is going to be Jones, Clendenin, and Swoboda, followed by Charles, Grody, and Weiss. Seaver's on the mound for the Mets, and Mike Cuellar, left-hander, is on the mound for the Orioles. So let's get down. I'm using fast action cards. You can get these from play.com. 135, that's my first 135 of the day. My first 135 of the day. And that's going to be an unusual play result. And it's going to be a red 1, a blue 3, and a black 5. So it's going to be a red 1, and a black, and a, let me see, and a black 5. And I'm going to use the card that's on top here. Let me pull that in there so you can see it a little better. That's 2-3. I'm using that 2-3, and that says balk, runners advance, but there's nobody on base, so you don't have to worry about that. So here goes again to Cleon Jones, the pitch from Cuellar. 2-3-6 now. And it asks me double control or dynamic, and Cuellar is neither of those. Pitcher batting, he is not. It's a walk. So 2-3-6 is a walk. So Jones is on with a walk. And next is Don Clendenin, who has good power for the Mets. He came about June 15th, joined the Mets on June 15th in 69, and made a difference. His power made a big difference. 2-5-6, the pitch from Cuellar is the pitcher a struggler? No. Champ, is the batter a champion or patient? He is neither champion or patient. Then it goes to infield drama. Infield drama. So we're going to use these 2, 3, 4 on infield drama. Third baseman, gold. Well, Brooks Robinson is gold. He is gold. And he makes a diving stop of a grounder headed for left field and makes the throw. It's a ground out. Actually, on, what was it, a 2, and this, he may go for a double play here. Let's see what a 2 is fielder's choice. So he's going to go to second base, 5-4. Great play. No, he does not get the double play, though, so it's going to be a fielder's choice. It'll be 5-4, and Clendenin is on at first. Top of the 7th, no score. The first game of 1969 World Series between the Miracle Mets and the Baltimore Orioles. Highly favored Baltimore Orioles. Tremendous lineup. 2-3-4. That had a lot of power. 2-3-4. Runners on base, plate drama. So there is a runner on base. We're going to go to plate drama. We're going to use the 4-4 plate drama. Catcher iron, no, because Elrod Hendricks is not iron. Otherwise, catcher rips off the mask and collects towering foul ball. So it's going to be F2. So that's 2 outs. And next is Ed Charles. 4-4-4. Ed Charles. Scrapper. No. Double to right field. Home run king hits home run. It's going to be a double to right field. And runners advance 2 bases on a single, score on doubles. That's going to be the first run around to score is Clendenin. The first run of the game on a 2-out double, RBI double by Ed Charles. Mets third baseman. So Mets are leading 1-0 here in the top of the 7th. Next is Jerry Grody. 124, control. Cuellar does have controls. That's a ground ball, shortstop. Belanger up with it, fires the first, and that retires the side. Out number 3. Okay, so the Mets pick up a big run there in the top of the 7th. Cover that up. Now, leading it off for the Orioles in the bottom of the 7th is going to be Elrod Hendricks, Davey Johnson, and Mark Belanger. All right, here's the pitch from Seaver. (1-1-4). Asked me if he's fresh. Now we're in the 7th inning, so I believe I can't remember if he's semi-fresh. Do I want to go into the rule book for that? I remember 3 and 3. I think he's he's semi-fresh until the 8th and the 9th. But he has a shutout, so he continues to be. Okay, so he is semi-fresh. Decided Die says he is. So 1-1-4 ground ball, shortstop. 6-3, Hendricks grounds out to Harrelson. Little Buddy Harrelson at shortstop. Now it's Davey Johnson. 2-2-6. It says hit by pitch, check below. Decided Die determines hit by pitch. Decided Die says no. If not, continue 2-2-6. So you continue cleanup batter. See the cleanup batter? He is not the cleanup batter. Oh wait, 2-2-6. Fly out, unless he's a whiffer. He's not a whiffer, so it's a fly out left field. Right there is Cleon Jones, makes the catch, 2 away. Now, out of the 25 Mets that played in this 1969 series, I think there's 13 left. Mark Belanger, here's the pitch from Tom Terrific, the franchise, 2-2-3. Wild, no, Tom is not wild. Slugger or utility. He's not a slugger, he's not utility, it's a single to left. So Belanger lines a fastball to left field, and he's on at first with a single. And now it's Cuellar who's up, and we're going to let Cuellar bat simply because down. Oh man, this is a tough decision here. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Let me see if I have the. Let me get the sound going a little bit higher here. All right, so I'm trying to decide. It's the bottom of the seventh. There's 2 outs. Runner on first. It's Mike Cuellar, the batter. He's utility, sat sack, scrapper, eager, and a whiffer. Not very good batter. Do I stick with him or do I pinch hit? I think I'm going to have to pinch hit. They were down 1-0. Tom Seaver's on the mound. We're going to the 8th inning already. I'm going to have to pinch hit. Let me check and see quickly who here was... available to pinch hit. 1973 World. All right, let's see. Who pinch hit for the Orioles in this game or in the next game is how I usually do it. My 10-year-old computer. All right. Oh, that's. I put 1973, and then this is 1969. Brain fart. Brain fart. Oh Christ. Okay. (1969) World Series. All right, 1969 World Series. Let's see. Box score. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's game 2 box score. Let me do game 1 box score. Game 1. Now, when I created the lineups, I used my phone, and now I'm using my phone to record. So that's my issue right now. And this computer is really slow. Okay, let's see. There was no pinch hitters in this game. No pinch hitters in this game. So let's go back 1 to the next game, to the following game 2. This game was won by the Orioles. The Orioles won the first game, and then the Mets came back and won 4 straight. Box score for game 2. Okay, box score for game 2. Pinch runner Rettman. There was no pinch hitters here. No pinch hitters, and it was 2-1. You know what? I'm going to let Cuellar bat. Heck with. All right. 255. 255. Star. Is Seaver a star? No. Home run king, definitely. Cuellar is not a home run king. We can look at his card and you can see Cuellar is definitely not a home run king. 255. It's a fly out to left field, and that's going to retire the side. Cleon Jones under it and makes the catch, and that retires the side. So after 7 complete, it's 1-0 Mets. Cuellar is going to face. Who's he going to face? Al Weiss, Tom Seaver, and then the leadoff batter, Tommy Agee. 146, flash. Cuellar has semi-flash. Saturday says no, so 146 is not a strikeout. 146 champion Weiss is not a champion. It's a ground ball, second base, 4-3. One away. Tom Seaver now. 2-3-5. Wild, no. Eager, I believe Tom Seaver's eager. He's also a whiffer, so he's eager, semi-eager. Side of dice says no, but he's a whiffer, so that's a strikeout. 2 outs. And now it's going to be the leadoff batter, Tommy Agee. 3-5-6, 3-5-6, same. Agee's a righty, Cuellar's a lefty, so it's not. That's the platoon, or the, not the platoon, I can't remember. Anyway. 3-5-6, utility or sat sack, grounder or shortstop, utility or sat sack. Agee's not utility, not sat sack. 3-5-6, keep them going down the line. So it's going to be a single down the third base line, and Agee's on first base with a 2-out knock. Next is going to be Buddy Harrelson, the scrappy Buddy Harrelson. Here's the pitch from Cuellar. 2-3-6. Double control, no. 2-3-6. Pitcher batting, no. It's going to be a walk, base on balls. So with 2 outs, we have 2 runners on base now. Agee at second, Harrelson at first, and the big hitter for the Mets is stepping to the plate, and that's going to be Cleon Jones, who I believe batted .340 in 1969. He was the guy, the real standout batting for, and he was close. He was in the battle for the batting title. If he was up there in the running for the batting title till the end. I can't remember. I think Pete Rose won it with like a .344, and Cleon Jones, I believe, had about a .340. So he was up there throughout. All right, so Cuellar is going to face Jones, who's a right-hander. Here's the pitch to Cleon Jones. Runners on first and second, 2 out, top of the 8th. The Mets lead it by a score of 1-0 in Game 1 here of the 1969 replay of the World Series. 3-4-6 goes to Eager. Is Jones eager? He is not. A 3-4-6 is going to be a base on balls. Bases are now loaded. So after not pinch hitting for Cuellar, Cuellar is in trouble right now. Cuellar is in trouble, and the big bopper for the Mets, Don Clendenon, he was the main guy with the power. Although Jones had good power as well, I believe, and Agee had some power. But Clendenon was brought over for his power to boost that lineup, the back cleanup. And Don Clendenon steps into the box. Now, what should Earl Weaver do here? Well, let's take a look. Again, there was no, Game 2 saw no relief pitchers. So we're going to go to Game 3 to see Game 3. Let's see what goes on in Game 3. Box score, Game 3. All right. Baltimore uses no relievers. All right, so we're going to let Cuellar go. Here's the pitch to Clendenon. 3-3-5. Ask me if he's wild. No. Sad sack. Clendenon is not a sad sack. It's a single to right field. And on a single, runners advance 2 bases on any hit. So Clendenon, okay, so that's a 2-run single. Mets lead it 3-0. Agee scores. Harrelson's right behind him. Going to third is Jones. And it's a 2 RBI single by Don Clendenon with 2 ends. Mets are up now by a score of 3-0. And this is going to make Cuellar a semi-struggler, I believe. I believe he becomes a semi-struggler, or was he a struggler? Now he was a semi-struggler on 3, or I think on 4 he becomes a semi-struggler. So I got to double check those things in the rules, but hopefully that doesn't come into play. Let me go one more game to see if I can find a reliever, because he's lost it. Cuellar has lost it here in the top of the 8th inning. Okay, guy named Watt. Let's look for this guy named Watt. Leonard also pitched in this series. I cut the edges with a corner cutter, the corners. Eddie Watt came in. He's the closer, so he's gonna. You know what? I'm gonna bring in Leonard instead of Watt. Dave Leonard. Relief pitcher. Let's write him in. Put him in here. Don't have any colors out, so I'm just not going to do the color. But he's going to face Ron Swoboda. And there goes Clendenin, steals second. So Clendenin on at second base with a stolen base. And now it's Ron Swoboda. One, 3, 6. Ask me if he's an ace. He is an ace because he's coming in the middle of the inning. He's the first batter, blah, blah, blah. Is Swoboda good eye? He is not. He strikes out Swoboda for out number 3. So that was basically 7 2/3. So Cuellar goes 7.2 and gives up 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Walks 1, 2, 3, 4 walks, and strikeouts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts. No home runs, and it's going to be Leonard. All right, see if the Orioles can get some runs back here. It's 3-0, bottom of the 8th. It's going to be Don Buford leading it off. Left fielder. Here's the pitch from Seaver. Tom Terrific, 4.55. Flash. Is Buford a good eye? He is not. Seaver has flash, so he strikes out Buford. 1 away. Next batter's Paul Blair. 1.45. Struggler, no. It's going to be a ground ball. Third base. Charles up with it. Fires to first. 2 away. And it's Frank Robinson. 1.34. Gold catcher. Grody is, I believe, is semi-gold. He is semi-gold. The side of that says no. Champion. Frank Robinson is not a champion. It's outfield drama. And it's going to be 2-2 in the outfield. 2-2. Center fielder gold. Mets center fielder Agee is semi-gold. Decide or Die says yes, he is gold. So he chases down a base hit, holds the runner at first with the throw. So it's a single chased down by Agee, who makes a great throw and keeps Robinson at first base. Now it's Boog Powell. Here's the pitch from Seaver. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th, 3-0 Mets, Game 1 of the 1969 World Series. 244. Ace, and Seaver is an ace, and that's going to be a deep fly ball. Back goes Agee to the track, makes the catch, and that retires the side. We go to the top of the 9th. It's going to be Charles, Ed Charles, Jerry Grody, and Weiss against Leonard. Here's the pitch from Leonard. 145. Struggler, no. Ground ball to third base. Robinson fires to first, 1 away. Jerry Grody up. Grody on the day is 1 for 3. 3-5-6. Same. Grody's a righty. Leonard is a righty. So that's a strikeout. And then it's Al Weiss. 1-4-6. Flash. Is Leonard Flash? He does not have Flash. Champion. Weiss is not a champion. Ground ball, second base. And that's Johnson over to first. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 9th. Go to the bottom of the 9th. Last licks for the Orioles. It's going to be Brooks Robinson, Elrod Hendricks, and Davey Johnson against the franchise, Tom Seaver, in his prime. What a year he had in 1969. I think he was 25-3 with like a 2 ERA. 236. Double control, dynamic, pitcher, batting, no. Base on balls, that's a walk. So first batter is on with a walk. Brooks Robinson is on at first. Elrod Hendricks, 155. Home run king. Oh, he's semi-home run king. The side die says he is. That's a deep drive to left field. Back goes Jones to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. 2-run shot by Elrod Hendricks brings the Orioles within 1 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Still no outs. 2 RBIs for Elrod. And it's Davey Johnson, the batter. Seaver's still in. 2-5-6, but there is some movement in the Mets bullpen. 2-5-6, struggler, no. Champion or patient? Is Davey Johnson champion or patient? No, infield drama. 1-4. First baseman iron. No, he is not iron. Otherwise, he makes a nice scoop at first base and takes it himself. So it's 3 unassisted, 1 away. Mark Belanger, pitch from Seaver. It's 6-6-6. The sign of the devil. Ace. Seaver is an ace. That's a fly ball right field. Back goes Swoboda and to the track, and he's got room, makes the catch. 2 out. We're 1 out away. Now we're going to see a pinch hitter finally, because we're not going to let Cuellar bat here. And who did they use? May. Let's see. Lee May, is it? I don't remember. Lee May, perhaps. That's the Mets. Okay. Lee May. Where are you, Lee May? Oh, Dave May. Excuse me. Dave May. Right? Dave May. Let's double check. I know wasn't Lee May on this team at some point? Let's see if this is Dave May or Lee May. I just click on the name and it'll tell me. (3-2), guys. Bottom of the 9th. 2 outs. Pinch hitter for Cuellar. Tom Seaver, Tom Terrific on the mound. Yeah, this is Dave May. Dave May in 69 hit 3 home runs in 100 at bats, so he's got some power. It's a semi-slugger. Semi-slugger. So he's going to pinch hit here. So it's going to be Dave May, and he's going to be a pinch hitter, and that's it. We're ready to roll. Okay, here's the pitch from Seaver. 2, 3, 4. Runners on base, no. Hot batter. No, there would be nothing to say that he's the hot batter. It's popped up to the left side. Charles, waiting for it, makes the catch. Game over. Pop 5. And the Mets win it by a score of 3-2. Tom Seaver gets the win. Went the complete game and gave up, let's see how many hits. He gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 home run. How many did he walk? He walked 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walks. So he didn't have his usual control, and didn't strike out as many that he's known for. 1, 2, 3 strikeouts. But hey, nonetheless, he gets the victory. The loss is going to be to 0-1, 1-0. Cuellar is going to get the loss, and Leonard came in and went 1 1/3, 1.1. Gave up no hits, no runs, no errors, no walks, 1 strikeout, no 2 strikeouts, excuse me, and no home runs. And that's the ball game. And let's do that now. Let's add these up. So basically, the Orioles gave up 4 hits, while the Mets gave up 5. No errors in this game, and it was final 3-2. So it's Mets line score is 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors, and the Orioles were 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Again, very realistic outcome using History Maker Baseball. I really like History Maker Baseball. It's a lot of fun. It's loose and very, very relaxing, and there's a very kind of easygoing, fun element, like, throw caution to the wind element, because it's not all about numbers. So it's really a fun game that I think, people who are not baseball obsessive can enjoy as an outlet, as opposed to some of the other games that are just numbers everywhere, and then you have to look at one number and look at another number and cross-reference this number, then go to this chart and cross-reference that number, and on and on and on. This is just words, which is really cool, and the words are exciting. I really like flash, ace, dynamic, workman, control, fresh, struggler, eager, patient, sat-sack, slugger, champion. Just it's a really cool, fun game. I highly recommend that you pick up this game, pick up a season, try it out. The booklet's gorgeous. It's a really nice booklet. It's really, you use these 2 pages for 80% of the outcomes. Every so often you pop there, and most other times you pop here, and then once or twice in the game you'll go to the back with like more rarer plays and so forth. So it's great. I can't say any more than that. I use the fast action cards because it's relaxing for me. There's no dice rolling and banging and flipping, and I know exactly where everything is. It keeps me focused. It helps me with that. And anyway, and that's it. So the Mets win game 1. We're going to play game 2. See if we can get it today. I don't know that we can, but we will try. And that's it for now. So this is Combat Painter signing off. Adios.